Hi, it's Lori from Coast to Coast Craft Girls coming to you from the West Coast. One of my subscribers sent me a card like this and asked me if I could make a tutorial. And I had never seen this particular style before, so I gave it a try and this is what I came up with. So it's very thick, and you'll see why in a minute, but it's a 5x7 card and you open it up and then it opens to a gatefold, which then opens up and folds up like that to multiple pop-ups. So hopefully you can see that. And it'll stand up like that, sort of like that. And then you could put sentiments or whatever you want on here. I haven't. I did the stamping here. And I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna show you how to make it. I made this one out of 300 GSM cardstock, and it's really stiff. I mean, it works, but you can see that it kind of doesn't lay flat because this cardstock is really stiff. And then I used Kalalo purpose glue, which makes it even stiffer. And so I'm going to show you how to make it a little bit differently. I made a second one out of slightly lighter weight cardstock and a little bit differently with some Spellbinders dies that I had. And I'm going to be careful with this one because my glue is still wet on these. And then it opens up like that to the Spellbinders floral die. This one was made, these were with Crafter's Companion layering floral dies, and these are Crafter's Companion stamps, and that's a Crafter's Companion edgeable die that I used. And the one that I'm going to make is with the Crafter's Companion Daisy collection, but let me set that aside, let my glue dry. So let me show you how it's made. We're going to start, like I said, the other one I used 300 GSM cardstock, and that's really too heavy. So just as an FYI, this is 80-pound cardstock, which I can't remember what the GSM is, but I think this is going to work a little bit better. So you start with 3 sheets of cardstock. This one is 7x10 scored at 5. So you just make a standard 5x7 card blank. These two are 7x9, and then you score at 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, and then you're gonna kind of roll these around, and that's what's gonna make that section there. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue those. So again, it's 7x9 scored at 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you're gonna put some glue on this last 1-inch tab. And you roll that in and glue it down. So just like that, and that makes that tube, and you're going to do that on the other one as well. So we're going to do the same thing on here. So that gives you your 2 pieces. Now your 5x7 card blank goes right in the middle. So we're going to glue that onto each of these. So you want to make sure that you get it on that right one. So you want to put glue on here. And then you want your 5x7 card blank to be this way, not this way. Okay. And glue that together. So you have it looking like that. Now we're going to add this one on to that side in the same way. So we're going to add glue onto here. You want to get it right on the edge and then kind of flatten it out and make sure it's all straight. Okay, and that's essentially your card base, just like that. And now it's just about decorating. Okay, so we're going to start with, I've got some card panels that I matted and layered. And these panels are 7 by 4. So this is from the Crafter's Companion Farmhouse Collection paper pad. I'm just going to mat and layer these on. Okay, so I've got those matted and layered. So you need 4 panels that mat and layer a 4 by 7. So then when it's flattened, these are your 2 gatefold panels. So those are 5 by 7. So I'm going to go ahead and mat and layer those. And while I've got it flat like this, I've got a couple of stamped pattern or pieces that I put on there that I'm just going to go ahead and glue on while it's flat. You can put whatever decoration you want on here. As you saw from my Spellbinders card, I put some florals on there. I kind of like the idea of the stamps. If you have, you know, like stamps that go together, that go with your, whatever your card is for. I kind of like the idea of the sayings in there. Okay, and then we just fold that up, and there's your other 5 by 7 panel. So I'm gonna go ahead and mat and layer that. So that's 3 panels that are 5 by 7 that you need mats and layers for, and 4 that are 7 by 4. And then if you want to do the little inside ones, they're 1 by 7. And you'd need 4 of those. Okay, so there's my front. Now, I just stamped and colored. This is a Sheena Douglas stamp it, and then this is the die that goes with it. I'm going to go ahead and use that as a decoration. I used my alcohol pens. Okay, so there's that piece, and then I have my inside. Now I used some Crafter's Companion of the layering florals, the daisy and the echinacea dies, and I've just got 3 of each, and then I've got a bunch of foliage over here, and I'm going to put those on the inside. And I debated, how am I going to attach them onto here without it looking weird? I thought, well, I could use a piece of acetate, which would work, but I think I'm going to try like a little fence. And then I'm going to put my flowers on my fence, and we'll see how that looks. And if I hate it, I'll pull it off. But this is just craft card, and it's 1/2 inch wide. This is 3 inches long, or 3 inches high and 5 inches wide. And on the 3-inch pieces, I layered them up. There's 3 of them. And then I just cut, you know, edges. And then this is just a single strip there. And I'm going to lay it on there and see what I think. The one thing to think about, whatever you're putting in the middle, you have to keep it low enough that when you fold this, remember this is 4 inches, but then you got another inch there. So you can't go above, you know, 3 to 3.5 inches, or it's going to stick out of the top. So you want to be careful of that. Okay, so I'm going to put I think I'll go ahead and put my fence on the other side. Hopefully I won't hate it. Now you could just leave it, you know, like that and not do the gatefold. And then you would just have the front, and you wouldn't have, you know, this piece or this piece to decorate. That's not the card that she sent me, so this is why I did it that way. But if you don't like that, if you just wanted to do it that way with just the pop-up, that works too. I mean, because it still would be a pretty card with the double pop-up. Okay, so now let's try putting on my, and these are really big for that fence, but we're going to give it a shot. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm all done. That's my card. So this one is definitely more flat. So the 80-pound cardstock is definitely a winner as opposed to the 300-pound cardstock. It's still quite thick and bulky with all the mats and layers. If you just did the single layer of cardstock on the 80-pound cardstock, on the 80-pound card blank, it would probably be better, a little less bulky. But opens gatefold, and you open and slide up, and it's got my layered daisies and echinacea growing on the little fence. Anyway, it's actually fairly simple or straightforward to make. Lays flat, folds in, and folds up. Anyway, thanks for watching.